Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. There we go. We are live, 8 people watching, and one of them, well, two of them, one of them
Hey,
is
Josh.
KB
Brad.
has the problems.
It's always
Well,
good to have a Texan in here.
What?
KB
Two
already
Texans.
always have
3
problems.
Texans. I'm a duck man. I'm a Texan too. Yeah, KB always has problems.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Okay.
sending an email. I wasn't even thinking about it. I just ran across it and I was like, hey, yeah, it's Thursday night. I'm join you guys.
Thursday night. I put you on the email list, so I hope you don't mind.
No, not at all. Glad to be here.
I should have invited Chris from GCM Racing because he's got an event coming up. I think I'll do that next week for him to talk about the event.
He's starting it up.
Well, he did it last year at a certain spot. It went pretty good. There was some issues, but now he's doing it at the KOA campground, which should be kind of cool.
We have some KOAs in the United States.
I
Yep,
know.
my friend owns one. My friend owns
It is an American company.
But they have some in Canada. Hey, Dirk, Brian.
KB's good friend owns a KOA.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. I had all kinds of parties there.
I'll try to invite him, see what if he's going to jump in.
Oh, Tank, one thing, talk about email. He's going to
Yes.
try to get you on his list, but
Who?
KB's, because he
Oh.
copied your email. So,
Oh, you're talking to yourself in the second again.
You mean third person.
I'm
Third
duck man.
person, yeah.
I'm duck man. There's no third person here, so he's going to try to get you on the email list. Does not mean you're not invited.
Did you see, Josh Gems is been working on the vehicle he bought from you.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I was posting something. I'm half distracted.
Oh, I just came across a post from RC Every Day on Facebook. We'll save that. We'll show that. And what else could we show? Yeah, I have not. I've been busy working, so I have not been looking at what's new in the market and so on.
Oh, so this is the pre-show talk.
No, we are live. We are live. Sorry.
Yeah, we Associated came out with another named person who was well known in racing again, Cliff Lett. And he just came out with a new truck that was based on his vehicle.
Okay.
From the 90s.
Usually on pre-talk is from 9 to 9:30. 9:30 we go live till 11:30, and then it's the after hour. So I just invited him to come in here, Chris Robinson from.
You know what I see Associated doing, Frank, is that they're going to continue to make people who raced their vehicles. They're going to make every version of those people's cars. That's going to end up happening.
Greenfield likes versions.
No, you're not saying it right there. Versions or no? Let's keep it RC now.
I am. It is RC. I'm talking about Associated.
I did purchase 2 kit, and 1 is on order. So I purchased 2 kits and 1's on order. That means 3. And I promised myself I wouldn't this year, but I've actually purchased. Well, counting this, no, where's the Ford? It's on.
Oh,
So that's 4 kit. This month I've purchased 4 things. Well, 3 and one's on order. You want to see one, Keith?
Yeah.
Where's Keith? Or maybe KB? Or okay. Here's
Maybe
what
it's
I
not
purchased.
here.
Here's what I purchased.
Oh,
Let's see if I can't make this big. So this is on Wraith axles. This is aluminum axles. It's heavy. It is on a frame. It does have a 3-gear transmission in the center. It does have a 55 turn. It does have a servo in the front. 90 millimeter shocks in the front, which they're not right because the links, they have to be longer in the front. So I'll be putting them longer. In the rear, like you can tell, it's jacked up like crazy. It's got 120 millimeter shocks in the rear, which are way too friggin' long. So that's going to change. So, and I'm also going to reprint this body. It is a very bad print. Very chunky. Yeah.
Keith will take it from you.
yeah, I like the body.
So I'm
Keith will
going to
take it
be,
from you.
Fit on a 10 too.
so it does fit on the 10, I think this is a 10 version 1 or a version 2. It pretty much fits on the same chassis. But I'm going to take this body, this 3D printed motor, everything. I'm going to chuck that in the garbage. So,
Throw it my way. I'll give you some money, Tank.
well, I can't throw it your way. It's too far.
I know it is far.
So I picked this up for $150 Canadian, which is equivalent to $109 US.
Yes.
As
So
it
you got a
is
good
with the
deal.
tires. With the tires, the rims, yeah. Just the tires and the axles are worth more than that.
Yeah.
So it was a no-brainer for me. I had to pick it up. I don't have a mud truck, so I
That's a mud
said, yeah,
truck.
I'm going to do a mud truck with this.
You got the tires on it for mudding.
So yeah, the 55 turn has to go with a mud truck. You need speed. I want this thing to be a beast. So this is going to go on a shelf. I got other projects to finish before that, but I did find the files to reprint this, and I'll show you real quick.
Hey,
Yeah.
Keith would really like that. I bet you he could actually do something with it.
It probably would. So this is the body for it that was actually printed for free. This is a file you get for free on Cult 3D. It's called STEVO Hot Rod Body. So basically you get the front and you get the rear. I mean the cab and the rear.
The rear. Yeah.
It's very Josh.
That's what I was going to that. If you read that description down there, I wanted to kind of share some history with that. It was originally designed by Awesome Designs, a good friend of mine from South Africa. It's the same thing, but different. It's been modified over the years. He posted that file on Shapeways back in like 2016, 2017. And that's how I found it. And I built the number 2 rat rod, the very first of my scratch built. And then he messaged me. He was like, hey, I designed that cab. And then we've been friends ever since. But yeah, he's my silent partner with the kids. He does a lot of the 3D design work for me because he does phenomenal work. But yeah, that's where that drive from.
I could see you doing a hot rod with that body.
So the guy did this, so it fits on an SCX-10 chassis. And then he actually did the second one. This one actually has a motor. This one, the servo on the axle is actually here, so the radiator kind of moves. So what this guy's done, he printed this front part and put it onto here. And that's why the shock mount is more in the front. That's why the wheelbase just does not match. So I will change that by changing the links. But this motor does not look anything like this. Well, I guess it does because this is not a very good print either. I do have this on the printer right now. This is the one that's on the printer. This one is actually does not have frame rails. This one is actually all. Let me try to get out of it so I
Base.
can flip it. So you see, this is a full chassis, not a chassis rail, but this thing, the where you print 3D print. So you don't need a chassis for this one. So it's kind of cool that he put the whole truck in here so you can actually see what it is. But here's the chassis. What, Brad?
It looks like you could use a nose cone to hide the servo.
Yeah, he does have 3 different versions of the nose cone. Here's where the transmission goes, and the links actually attach to this. So everything is there. I put this on an angle to actually, when I splice it, it's much nicer. There. So the only place on an angle now that I have to worry about is just the tip of it right here. But
And
everything else is very nice.
You're printing it at that 45-degree angle.
Yeah, you print it makes it nicer, or else you got too many bad spots on it.
Yep, that's how I do all of mine as well. Do you have, you're printing with the A1? I guess it doesn't have the ironing feature under quality.
Yes, it does.
Does it work well with that one?
Yeah, with the A1 it does. I do have the P1S also. I do have a P1S and I have an A1, so I have 2 of them.
That's how I print all my bodies at pretty close to that angle if I can, and ironing on everything on all surfaces. It adds tons of hours, but it makes.
I should try ironing on the top here. Yeah, it would be worth it maybe to give it a try.
Well, I still get that on mine even too. Like there's just no way around it depending on the angle you get that little. But I'd rather sand that. That's a very easily accessed point, so you just knock that down.
But do you have any reinforcements on the body to allow it to take some damage in case it does get rolled over or hit?
And this is the hood. When I put the hood on there also, the hood, well, it makes it very nice here for the hood.
The roof.
Yes, sorry, the hood. The roof. Yes, you are right, Duckman. And then the motor, I found this is the nicest spot to actually put the motor because I had it on the ground flat. And let me tell you, it did not look good. But if I actually do the preview on this, this is where you see the tree is going to go under it. And there's no artifact on this other than a little bit in the front, but not even. This is good. I could put ironing on these features, but hey, this is the motor. But like the details on here compared to the one I have right now, it doesn't compare. So I'm going to be reprinting some stuff.
Where are the headers, Tank? The headers are different.
Oh, they're right here.
I'll say they glue. Oh, there's the top. Okay, I see it.
So this is actually the battery tray.
Yeah.
This is actually the battery tray. And for mine, it goes into the cab. A certain area goes into the cab. So that one, I haven't tried printing it or to see actually how it looks. It's probably going to take a little bit to go through. But now it's calculating everything.
Put a battery.
But this one's going to be pretty tough because it's on an angle. It's not. There's a lot of angles on there. I mean. There you go. You see how it looks kind of bad here and there and here. So I got to try different angles on there to see how good I want it to look.
Yeah.
But to tell you the truth, this is a mud truck, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. About the fine details. So.
Hey.
So that should be pretty cool.
RC Unleashed is with us today.
Yes, RC Unleashed is back with us. Keith, if you do want that other body, I can send it to you. I'll have to check how much it's going to be for shipping all the way from Canada to Texas. It'd probably be cheaper for you to get somebody to print a better print in the U.S. than for me to ship it. So we'll see. We'll calculate.
I already got my KB's got his brain spinning, so.
Okay.
We're just saying I can ship full kits to Canada from Texas for about $30 with UPS. So it's worth that much.
Yeah, but Keith wants yours.
To tell you the truth, Brad, the only thing that looks good on here, that looks good as a print that you don't need to put putty on it or anything, is the box.
It's the box.
The box in the rear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you really look at that and you take like I took a picture a while ago and you zoom into the picture, you see how rough it is. For somebody that doesn't care, that's just going to spray paint. And plus it's done with PLA, which means if you put it in the sun, it will bend and warp. The one I'm going to do is going to be in PETG. So what do you print with yours, Josh? PETG or ABS?
ABS. I've dabbled with the PETG and some of the carbon PLAs and stuff, and it tore up my nozzle on the carbon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just kind of tried it once and I stayed away from it. ABS is hazy and dirty, but it works well, and I've had these out at events sitting out in the sun, no issue, and pretty the quality.
You've mastered the ABS because people have a hard time printing with it.
ABS.
I don't know how I did.
I have to play more with my temperature for the ABS, or maybe it's because when I did mine, I don't know, it was unsticking while it was drying and printing. It was lifting in the corners. So
I have been through very many print plates with ABS. They have to be washed in hot water with mild detergent, soaked.
Okay.
To get all of the little things. So that is something with ABS. After I get to a certain point, if I start getting lifting, I pull the plate, swap in a new one, and then I have to clean them, extremely clean them.
Yeah, you don't realize, but once you've printed, ABS is bad. PETG also, I find PETG. Once you print with it and you take it off, it does leave a little tiny bit of an oily or there is a texture there. There is something that you can't see, but if you touch it, you can feel it.
I will say this is a $12 Amazon tray. It's got pieces ripping off. This was, no, at the time the bamboo ones were $30 for the carbon. But this off-brand, this thing lasted me 700-800 hours before I had a single issue with it lifting. It's a finer texture, so don't be afraid to try the off-brand stuff. I've got another one in here right now it was a $14 tray. It's been doing fantastic. I'm printing ABS GF right now on it. Probably got 500 or 600 hours as well.
Arizona Rider has a question. At what temp should I start getting scared for my rigs to stay outside?
If it's PL,
he's in Arizona, so
degrees.
It's over 100 usually on an average basis.
Like if it's a PLA print, I wouldn't. I've seen so many at events just warp out in the sun. People go out on a trail, come back, and their trucks are just sunk in.
It all depends. Are you going to be in the full sun?
Yeah.
And also, what color did you paint your truck? Some paint attract heat more. Leave it in the car in the back seat, you're screwed. There's somebody in our group that actually did that, and it warped. How long?
We did it at USTE nonetheless too, Josh.
Yeah, it was a USTE. It all depends when during the summer, because sometimes the rays are more aggressive. The
UV light actually is probably the destructive force, but he should, since he lives in Arizona, he should always have some he should make his cars out of reflective paint, silvers, and something that reflects sunlight best.
And that's a Brad fact. He's an expert. Brad is an expert on PLA and 3D prints. So if you put reflective paint on your bodies, you'll have no problem. That's what you're saying,
It should
Brad?
lessen the problem because it'll.
So if I
it-
painted,
it-
so I painted my car silver,
I
it
don't think so.
shouldn't do anything, right?
I don't think so.
I think it has less of a chance, or it's going to take longer to do something.
I don't think so, Brad. I don't think so.
Right.
It's a mirror.
If you got a silver car and it's in sunlight, it's a frying pan, no matter what.
It's a frying pan. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Do not put a reflective paint on your body. You're going to fry it even faster.
What I know is they have pills for ABS.
No, ABS is actually better.
That's IBS he's thinking of.
Oh, IBS. I got the size of brain of a pea, so yeah, IBS.
It's hard to. I know, like a lot of the exposed printers, the Ender 3s and like the AS1 and stuff that aren't enclosed, you can't control the heat well enough to get good prints with ABS. You get lifting, you get the issues because it cannot maintain temperature. And I just go off of factory settings on the temperature, and this thing's cooking. The glass is hot to the touch. That has a lot to do with getting good prints too. But that's what my recommendation. If you're worried about temperature and stuff, just spend the extra $15 a roll, do ABS if you can, if your printer's capable, and try to make it as durable as possible from the basis. Then you can paint it whatever you want. You don't have to worry about it.
That other stuff, like the vinyl records, like the ones that melt, that like almost like the vinyl PET G.
Yeah, the ABS will do that. And that's what like Swamper's saying. Don't leave any PLA in a closed car 80 degrees outside. His car melted. So Swampers is the one that actually melted his car. What is the melting again on the ABS, or it starts not ABS, I mean PLA. I can't remember, but 80s it will start warping.
Is nylon more heat resistant?
Depending on I've never seen nylon filament, but like my cabs that are commercially printed, it's a powder, and that stuff. It can stand up to like 4,400 psi of crushing strength. It will not melt, it will not warp. So it's a totally different animal when you start going to powder prints.
Oh, so you get the powder hot and it goes into and then it makes the solid.
Yeah, it's like a bucket of powder, and they just swipe a layer across, melt it in the shape. The next layer, they do it every millimeter.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm looking at online, it says the melting point for PLA is 150 Celsius to 180, but that's liquefying. So anything I'd say over 100, it would just start warping. I just did a little Google.
I think nylon would have to you think it takes harder. Nylon's better than ABS for those, or they takes higher heat than the ABS to be made.
Absolutely. Like just had it. That stuff that I have commercially done, like I use it for strength parts, for chassis parts. All the cross members, the grill with the shock mounts that stick out, they're all threaded for M3. Stuff cannot break, will not warp. This is what they call
vinyl you can't use.
It's nylon 12 in front of the camera. That's what all this is. The stuff it's got flex. I'm pulling on that, trying to break that off of the front of there. It is a totally different animal when you start getting into the commercial printing stuff. That's why I use it for the structural parts still. I could print these cross members all day long at ABS, but it's just not the same as this.
No.
So nylon is definitely tougher.
Definitely. That's what I'm saying. That nylon 12 is the current version that they're using, and it's around 4,400 psi of tensile strength. So 4,400 pounds per square inch of that little bitty part. Yeah, absolutely no break.
Yeah. You need molding, hydraulic molding machines for that.
That's the only way to get
it. AB can probably stand on that, won't break. He weighs less than 4,400 pounds.
It's people sitting in front of presses all day long with molds.
Yeah, the injection molding machines I used to work with at a plastics factory could do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Josh, August 15th to the 17th, what are you doing?
Am I the only Josh in here tonight?
Yes, you are.
All right. Well, last time there was another one. I got confused.
Yeah, there's another Josh.
I have no
Oh
idea.
yeah, RC on lease also is named Josh. So I'll say RC every day then.
Now, August, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out.
Yeah.
I've got like 4 local events on the same weekend in Texas, and I'm trying to figure out what I can do and what I can get to. I think
So GCM Racing is doing their scale event. So he calls it the Ultimate RC Adventure event in Canada here. And it's going to be August 15th to the 17th at the KOA.
I don't even think I could get a passport by then, the way things are here.
Yeah. I understand.
Buggy racing. That's cool. Vintage buggy racing.
Yeah. And scale adventure. It is about scale adventure. It is not. You can come with a comp truck. There's no problem and things like that. But all the trails and everything, it's actually meant for the dollhouse trucks, which is fun.
So I bet you're going there, Frank, right?
Yeah, my campsite is already booked at the KOA. Everything is booked for me, and that's during my vacation, so I should be good.
Nice.
Perfect type of venue for that, where everybody can camp on site.
Yeah.
Facilities enough to enjoy it. Not kind of.
You're. I bet your dragsters would be welcome because they're dollhouse. You know.
Dragsters?
Yeah, the dollhouse.
Hot rods and rat rods.
Oh, the rat rods would be, yes.
Yeah.
They would be a good addition to go there, that's for sure. And
Hey, Josh.
RC every day, he did put a post up. I saw a post there a little while ago. I know he's been working with this red.
Construction stuff.
Yeah, the dozer.
Did you break it already? I think I heard you saying you already broke it or something.
No, I didn't break it. I just I got it all muddy. I needed
Oh, well.
to rain the last 3 days, and I tried to dig today.
So you're having a shelf space cell.
You can see it up there there. I've got way too many of the ABS bodies printed. I need my shelf space back to get those boxes off the counter, so I can use
Chassis are now $100, and the ABS 5-window hot rod kit is $180.
another $20 off of that. I got a
So,
little. I got
so this is the kit you get. You get the rails, you get the motor mount, the servo mount, and you get the pan and this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, right?
6 count the body, and it comes with the magnets as well for the body and the
Okay.
base. They're a specific size, so able to include that.
See, Brad, here at the tip where you see where I was saying it's a little chunky, but a little bit of sanding here, you'll get that out, which is pretty
Could
good.
put a visor on it, too.
I see that he has different wheelbases for some of his hot rods, different wheelbase frames.
I might
Oh,
be
of course.
really any more of
Yeah,
that.
go ahead.
This one is fully adjustable. I used to have the short version of this, and it just didn't do very well. I didn't market it.
I'm talking about the one next to that truck.
Same chassis. It's just the
Yeah, it's a different chassis, that one. The other one that's long.
No, that's the long wheelbase. I was looking at the one that was in front of the Scottsdale or Cheyenne truck.
Steel colored one. That's just
It was-
it can be set up in different wheelbases, but it's
Yeah,
This
that
one.
one right there, the teal looking one. That's like a shorter wheelbase.
different car.
rat rod kits.
This one is actually the 5-window here.
That's the same car. That is actually an ABS print. All I did was 2 layers of primer, 1 wet sand, a couple coats of paint, matte clear, and that's what we got.
Cool.
I didn't even use the ABS GF print. I just used one of the prototypes that I'd had that was kind of messed up. It's got a bad line on the other side. It's like, whatever. Can't sell it.
So Brad, save up your money and you can get a good kit from him.
I also would need to get the transmission housings and all that type of stuff that Josh did. I'd have to get into trail truck transmissions.
actually been working with RC Four Wheel Drive. They've got those transmissions in stock. Finally, they were out for a while. I was getting emails every day. People
Oh
asking,
yeah.
"One is? Do you have one stashed somewhere?" Like, no, but they've got them in stock. Actually, I think A Main has them in stock still. Yeah, we hit them pretty hard when they came back in stock, but they're finally available more readily.
And another thing I got, so I got that big hot rod this week, and I also got this thing,
Oh, mini Z's.
a Mini Z. So this is the AMG. The reason I got this one is because I have the bigger version of this AMG as in a Kyosho. So
And different color.
I wanted that one.
You wanted yellow instead of the orange.
Yeah, the other one is orange. So I'll show you real quick.
And you'll be using that during wintertime inside?
Yeah, well, right now every Wednesday or Thursday, they have Mini Z racing at the local hobby store. So I got to get a transceiver to go into it, and I got to change the tires. That's what I was told.
There's so much more to it. I had mine all outfitted, and then my local shop switched to drifting, and they quit doing mini Z's.
Oh yeah,
4-wheel driving.
Well, I had one of the Mercedes. It was the orange and silver livery. I don't remember what brand it was, but I changed out the T plate, holds the rear axle on. You got to get a certain combo of tires. You need, I don't remember which. You need different front to back, and they're just so fast, and their course was so narrow. I'm not that good of a driver, so I never really succeeded with it. I just like them. Their scale, those bodies look fantastic.
I believe those things can hit 20 miles an hour.
They changed all the drifting stuff at Leander shop too. Got to have special tires. You can't drive on the concrete anymore. It's all
Last time I was a rat rod with printed tires, and I tried to drift it. So
Someone's done that. I think I've seen someone drift a rat rod on a track.
yeah, probably. There's a lot of people that did it. Another thing is this thing. I got one of these on order. It's either going to be this one or the newer Toyota, the new body. I like
That's
better the new
scale
body.
drifter.
Yeah, I like better the new body because it just looks nicer, but this one is cool for the cool factor of the headlights popping up.
oh, they did.
I
You
see
got the
two-wheel
other.
drive.
You got the newer GR86.
Yeah, the red one. It's all ready to run, pre-painted and all that. So I tried finding it on the Kyosho website a little while ago. I couldn't find it. But did RC Everyday, did you see the info on this new Kyosho drifter?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Okay.
actually driver engine. Okay.
Yeah, it's a whole new design for them. You can actually stretch the wheelbase here, put a different wheelbase. You can play with the camber. There's a whole bunch of different ways you can set it up.
I'm glad it's not just the regular old phaser anymore. That's cool.
Yeah. So the wheelbase, short, normal, long. You can play with the width of the car. So in the rear, you can change the width, and in the front, you can change the width. So you can go narrow in the front, wide in the rear, or the reverse. Compatible with. Go ahead, Brad.
From 240 to 274 is a big difference in wheelbase.
Yes, it is. Different body style. And you can go with a shorty pack or a long pack battery.
That's almost
But look at this turning radius on that thing.
MO6 to a
Mm.
90 car. That's cool.
Yes. That's true. You could go MO6 because you can really make the vehicle narrow. I don't know how narrow though, but it should be pretty close to the MO6. Yes.
I'm thinking
Never
it
thought of that one.
shrink down enough. You could use the beetle body and stuff on it.
Yeah, that's worth a try. Steering system, you have adjustable Anchorman. Normal or quick. I guess it's how quick it's going to go from side to side. Front roll center. So there's a bunch of that I don't even know if I'm going to play with that. You can mount the motor at 2 different positions, lying down or high.
That's a very highly debated topic too. I don't never know what's the right answer with that.
Yes.
I think it's
From
almost
16,
a preference. It's almost a preference at this point.
yeah, 16 pinion to 37 pinion. So that's a big change.
It's fully versatile.
A different diff option, which is kind of cool. They have the normal diff, diff ball, ball diff, gear differential, and you can
spool.
actually lock it.
Seems like they have 3 different, is it 3 different diffs?
Yeah, 3 different diffs.
Yeah,
Well,
see
2.
this one, that
Yeah,
one, or that one.
spool, ball, and the gear diff.
Yeah,
It comes
spool
with them in the
diff
so you got to buy them.
They're
optional.
optional parts.
Optional.
It probably comes
Okay.
with the ball.
I
It
see
probably comes with the
optional.
ball. It probably comes with the ball diff.
No, spool diff gear. That's what it comes with.
Oh, the spool diff?
Got to be locked for
Spool
drift.
diff.
Yeah, because I guess drifters should be locked, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do not know. I am not a drifter. I'm going to do it for fun. I do have a drifter here, which I put together, but I never ran. So we'll see. It does have the gyro built in. Good or bad, don't know. Never heard anything about it yet. So people have to test it. It's just been released in the States right now. People have started. I've started to see some video on YouTube. So we'll soon find out if they like it or they're going to use a external gyro. We'll see.
Probably is good enough, but it won't be good enough for the professionals. So that's how it
True.
always is.
Yeah, true.
That with the mini things too.
I think it's a very good first attempt by them.
Oh yeah, if we're ready to run, yeah, it should be pretty good. Just like the servo, it's probably good, but for a pro, they might want an even faster one than this. Speed controller position, it's in the rear.
So it's just a brush setup. It's not.
Yeah. So 22 turn brushed motor. And just a normal transmitter from the Kyosho, the same one that comes with the phaser.
What's their price point on this?
It's $400 Canadian. We can look at
Normal phaser.
Around
Yeah,
probably in the 300 range.
it's close to $300.
Not terrible. I like that body a lot, and it's with the pop-up headlights and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah.
That was a very popular car in its day.
Still is.
Yeah, it still is. People still want to get those.
Still, I don't even know why I've never watched anime in my life, but I'm obsessed with that car.
Well, it's actually based after the twin cam 16 valve Corolla that we got here, the liftback.
You actually had we had those here.
That's what what wasn't called the Torino like it isn't out there. It was called the Corolla.
So Chris from GCM just messaged me back because I invited him in here. He says, no, not set up at all for that right now. So he says, say hi to everyone.
Tell him I called him a bad name.
Okay.
Yeah, I happen to be
Chris and him up.
scrolling through some of Horizon's stuff here,
Cool.
and
That's on
ran
sale.
across this. What's that?
It's on sale.
Yeah, I know definitely a couple people in here would like to see that one.
That the TD4 there, was that American dollars or Canadian?
US, it's on Horizon.
Okay.
What's up, folks?
John?
So I replied to him, RC every day is calling you a bad name, LOL. There we go. Sean is in here with his shovel.
Yeah.
So RC Everyday, how was your first experience with the hydraulic, setting it up and getting it going and playing with it?
More stressful than it should have been.
Oh yeah.
No good instructions. The book it comes with is garbage.
Oh my God, the book is awful. It's brutal.
Somebody in the video was like, "Oh, the thumb drive has the instruction. It has the same thing. It has an instruction for the remote as well, flash guide, but it's the same stuff. Like there's no instructions. I watched 3 or 4 different YouTube channels, and they all just kind of were like, "All right, so we're going to rearrange all the plugs on the receiver, all 9 channels. We're going to move them around, and didn't tell you where." So I got halfway. I got 30 minutes into a video. I'm changed every mix. I've combined channels on the radio. I'm like, this is super awesome. It's super clear. And then he's like, all right, so now we need to change all the plugs on the receiver. I was like, and he didn't show me what went.
Which ones to swap out?
Check every channel and plug it into something I knew where it was and test it and see what function it was. And I could assign it to where it needed to be. It was a disaster. It took me 2 days of filming to get that video, the unboxing video done.
Wow.
I learned a lot, so that's always a plus.
Yeah.
I know more than I came into it with.
I had to do that with one of the guy I do his mechanic with, and he had a multi-channel radio, and there was no instruction, no nothing. And the first thing I had to do is figure out all the channels where they were and where they were on the truck. And let me tell you, there was a boatload of them. It was a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it was definitely a learning. That's the first time I've ever actually changed mixes on the radio or done any of that. I'm completely anti-electronics when it comes to RC, so I had no experience going in. We definitely learned a lot.
Yeah, them controllers that you have, like, they're not the most user-friendly controller in the world, like,
It wasn't terrible. I've got all the drive on the left stick, and I've got the lift and the boom or the plow and stuff on the right stick. Makes a little more sense, but I still have a little issue with like trying to 360 and turn. Sometimes it gets in that weird spot between the 2 channels, and it's like this one just stops, and it's like creeping around.
yeah, like tank turns. Yeah, like that.
2 separate sticks now, but it also is kind of convenient. That way, it's less stuff you got to think about.
So Chris replied to me, tell him I have a new special friend.
No, it's not my Dana. I know it's not my Dana. Mine forever. Chris can never have it, even though they live there and work together.
Keith is showing his power thing for his
battery lipo. This is a lipo.
Yeah, and it lasts a long time because it's for cutting grass.
It's a monster battery.
What is that?
How many volts?
55 volt, 56 volt. Holy shit!
56. Yeah, 56
56
volt.
volts. Can you imagine having an RC running off of 56 volts?
So Nick B asked me if anybody here's seen the prototype of the Kyosho NK11 MP11. So
I don't know that I have.
I just
They
did a
have 9 and
search
10. I
on
wonder if
it.
they're keeping the 9 and 10s.
I did a quick search on it, and I did find pictures. So it's called the Inferno MP11, and it is a
Gas car.
looks like a 1/8.
Yeah, it's nitro.
1.8 nitro.
Been into Kyosho. I'm total noob with their stuff in the vintage.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll make
I
an
don't-
electric version of it like they've done with the other 2.
I have no idea about this
Usually-
or know anything about this.
Usually, Brad, the big stuff like that, they leave it that way. It's
That's a
aftermarket.
pretty
It'll
big order.
convert it.
I got my first Kyosho buggy a couple months ago from Friend Harry.
Oh, you got yourself a DT03?
Oh, it's an Ultima.
Oh no, what's an old Kyosho? I'm sorry, no,
Kyosho.
it's Ultima. No,
I I know nothing about it. I'm sure it's missing stuff. It was just $20. I was like, yeah, I'll play.
Oh, you picked it up for $50?
$50.
Cool.
And it's all, and you notice it's all metal.
It's got the link. It's got market bar and tile.
I hope you do a video of you running that.
And Brad's going to watch it and he's going to comment on it.
Yes.
100 times.
See, so eventually, Arts Every Day, this is what you're gonna want to upgrade to.
Okay. Can't afford upgrades yet. I still got to buy a trailer.
That thing is like so user friendly though. It's like crazy. And the good thing about it is you can put so many different, like I have my models just on that controller there. So you can actually, you could put your truck on there, you put your dozer on there, and it'll run multiple receivers at a time.
Yeah, just by switching the switch, you switch model.
Yeah, and then whatever mixes you have set, once you flick the switch, it'll automatically switch all the mixes as well.
There's like
Work with the same receivers that my Noble works with.
Yeah, slightly different than the Noble
Each-
ones. But the Noble ones will work with it.
each stick goes push down, moves around everywhere, twists. That's all those things.
Yeah, because that would be convenient because I've already got a Noble receiver for the globe liner I'm building.
Yeah,
So,
that's a handy thing with that. Like you can put, like you can do up to 32 channels in this freaking thing. Like, you know, and you have multiple receivers.
Yeah.
So you can have a receiver on just your trailer to do all your trailer lights, a receiver on the truck, and everything just controlled right from here.
Nice.
You know, it's handy.
Fly Sky, I'm a big Fly Sky fan, man.
I think
Changed
Fly
my
Skies
life.
are great.
Changed the hobby for me because I had such a hard time with Spectrum stuff for so many years. That DX5 Pro, glitchy click wheel, and just price garbage.
And they're not, and their interface is not user friendly. Yeah. Like I used to have the Spectrum stick controllers too, and it just programming them and doing stuff is a nightmare with them.
Yeah.
And the price of their freaking receivers, like them, I have a bunch of Spectrum receivers there that are like 50, 60 bucks a receiver.
They're worth a lot of money. I sold all of mine. I slowly switched over. I was getting these on the Fly Skies, the 4 channels and the 8 channels on AliExpress. You know, you get 3 channels for $20, and then I could sell my 4 channel or my 2 channel Spectrums for $20 a piece. So I was able to kind of repopulate all my trucks with the new equipment. Yeah, the same price the used stuff was worth. So
Fly Sky just came out with another new radio, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I just got this one.
Nice.
I love this thing. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, that's all as I use is Harbor Freight gun cases.
Yeah, I just because I travel so much and stuff. I put the case, the form fitted.
Yeah, that's it.
Bro, it's just.
Yeah, the Nobles are nice. Like it was crazy how they brought it out. We can switch that steering wheel to both sides.
Oh yeah.
So if you're left-handed or right-handed, the steering wheel.
I thought the Nobles also have 2 batteries in the same thing.
Yeah, you've got a battery built in here, and then you have this battery, and this take off and charge in the wireless charging console in my truck. So when I'm on the road,
you use it as a backup if the top one dies.
Yeah, but I've still got power, and this charges off of this. So yeah, and you can buy multiple of these for not much, just like a little battery pack. You charge your phone off of it. These things phenomenal.
You doing?
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like they're half the freaking prices, Spectrums. Like,
yes,
you know?
And worth double.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you were showing your dozer with a construction trailer or a trailer. You can't put that dozer on that trailer. It's too big.
No. That's why I put them in the same picture. I bought the cheapest trailer I could find. I got that on Amazon for about $150 US. It's a Hercules version of the Tamiya.
Hercules Hobbies trailers, I'm telling you, like, there's not that much difference between especially the container trailers. Like, The container
That's all
tube
metal
is
too, isn't it?
I actually prefer the Hercules
Frame,
hobby.
it's got the same suspension and stuff that Tamiya has. It's basically that one's a clone of the Tamiya flatbed, but it's $100 cheaper. So
I think Hercules hobbies actually make them for Tamiya.
it's probably the factory or something. Yeah.
Hey, Duckman, there's an event coming up in Texas. You can go there. Tell Keith.
Oh. Okay.
Texas
What is
RC
this?
Mini Truckers.
Truckers.
Oh man, this thing looks scale. That is a very scale truck.
That's a mini trucker.
The 3/4 ton.
He just
That-
missed
that-
the one last weekend, Tank.
This tire does not fit on this truck, eh? Just letting you know.
No, that one didn't. That's my baby. That's my project truck. That's
You
my.
got a flat.
That's your 1-to-1.
I've got $12,000 in because I've fixed everything because I love it.
Did you do something with the engine?
No, it's still great. It's LS 6-liter. Yeah, I put an intake, piece sensors, nothing much. It runs phenomenal. So I got like
You're
200.
gonna carry all your goods in it.
I can carry. Well, I don't trust it enough to drive across the country yet to the events, but
But it's
This rig is impressive. This rig. This rig is impressive because even the axles are invisible.
Yeah, it's clear.
I got the Lesu metal axles coming from AliExpress. I've already got the rear Lesu suspension. That's a JTS bumper steps. I spent money in certain places. That
Wonder
Yeah.
Woman.
So,
trying to go for the heavy haul look because eventually this is what's going to haul the dozer.
It looks like a
Okay.
globe liner.
It is. It's already got lengthened rails, Lesu rack on the back. I actually was disappointed with that. I was missing parts. I had some wrong hardware. I'm missing one of the chrome plates that goes on the back. It's kind of a crapshoot, but the instructions are really good.
And it is from
Looks like a
Lesser.
lot of metal parts.
I don't know what color to paint it yet. That's something I'm hung up on. I mean, my dozer is kind of.
Paint it yellow.
I thought
Globe
about,
liner.
I really love stripes. I love the old cab overs with the stripes, but I'm terrible.
Green,
Yellow with black stripes.
green with black stripes.
yeah,
Now, what are you trying to do here?
I just 3D printed some sewer pipes just for something for the.
Just a couple of pieces of sewer pipe. Yeah.
That's actually funny because at Jeremy's event there last weekend, the guys actually dug out the dirt and laid a load of pipe in the dirt.
That's what I'm
A
playing.
band sander.
And then I was busting their chops
Nice.
because they printed everything. They printed all the pipe, all the manholes, but they forgot to make manhole covers. So it's just holes in the road everywhere.
I'm actually
Oh,
I
yeah.
have
Scratch.
drainage into my scale course because the water runs down my lot to the back and runs off the roof of the shop. So I have to. This creek is actually going to be functional when it does rain. It's going to flow the water, and then I made some couplers today. Actually, stuck piles together and did that because I actually do have to worry about the drainage so my bridge doesn't wash away that I'm building.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's cool.
So the sales end tonight. Oh no, the sale's already over.
That was the Memorial Day sale. Did all right. Not a,
For the people that missed it at the beginning, there is a sale right now. So this kit, no, not this kit. It's that one that's on sale, right?
that one's on sale for $100, the rat rod, and that one's on sale, the ABS kit for $180 with the body, floor, magnets, frame rails.
Okay, so this kit right here that we see here, this one is 100.
And that's
And this other kit, this one here, the 5-window, this is how much?
180.
180. Okay. Cool. And that's an ABS body with an ABS floor pan.
Floor pans, I'm still doing PLA because
PLA?
they're
Okay.
out of the sun, they're going to be out of the light. And I
True.
will say this: we were talking about that earlier about the warpage. So the glow in the dark 5-window coupe that I made, I set it out in the sun when I went to Texas Crawl Fest a few weeks ago, and just trying to get it to glow because that's the point of that. And that PLA did not warp, did not have any damage. So I don't know. There's a lot of conspiracy about who makes whose filament. Bamboo's
Yeah.
filament made by some other brands like Sunny or something like that. But that PLA did not warp, but it was not also the heat of summer here. But that's why I do the base plates on those, because it's completely shielded from the body sets on top of it. It's not going to get direct sunlight. It's not going to get
Did
that. And
Did
it
it
keeps
glow?
the kit down. Oh yeah, it glowed.
I didn't have a spooky figure in it.
No, I don't even have it built. It's just a mock up.
Nick B, it's all good. If you want to talk nitro in there in the chat, go ahead. I know nothing
glow
about that
green.
buggy. He put some stuff. Okay, so that's a glow in the dark buggy
Base plate,
or hot rod.
even the motor plate, the servo mount, all glow in the dark PLA. And like I said, it's dirty. It doesn't look fantastic in person. There's dirt all over it because the wind was blowing and kids were driving bashers and stuff. You know, events are. But yeah, no, it glows in the dark just fine. It did not warp or damage. Body still magnets right off.
Cool.
Did it glow? You said it didn't glow.
No, it
Yeah,
did.
glue green, right?
We used it as
Yeah,
a
but it glowed green, just like Keith's favorite color.
Glows fluorescent green.
well, we got too much ambient light.
Yeah.
We'll work on
It could be a phantom rat rod.
It's still light. Oh, I was gonna say it's still light at your place over there. It's dark.
Yeah, look at that.
it.
Look at that.
That's cool.
That's cool.
But yeah, their PLA glow works pretty good. I even did one of these the other day. I was trying to make some hard drive storage.
Can you make different colors that glow?
They have blue and the green. That's it.
Oh, I'm surprised they
only
don't have
need green.
orange and red and.
I can't see where I'm at.
Pablo, what's up? That's weird. Did what do you call it? Did Zoom change their layout or something?
For
Now
what?
when I hit gallery view, I only get 4, and then I have to hit the second page to get.
Are you on your phone or PC?
No, on the computer. It's the
Well,
first
it
time
should be
ever.
gallery
Normally-
view and it should work.
Yeah, normally
Josh.
everybody's up at the same time. That's why
I put
you never know with Zoom, like what the hell they do, you know. That's why
Put
I didn't
some
know if they
glowing-
changed it.
glow in the dark black for flames on it. Now that would look cool. The green. Paint flames on
I
it.
thought about that. Just mask off some flame and rattle can it one color, and that'd be cool. But
Or
Yeah.
you can make a
Let's leave
black
it all
that,
solid.
that takes in light and it's hard to see.
Have you tried multicolor printing yet?
I have not. I have not gotten
Okay.
into that with the change in colors mid print.
That'd be
It's
like a
one thing, but
tie-dye, tie-dye
It wastes.
car.
Are you going to charge more for the glow in the dark stuff?
No, it was just for display. I'm not
Oh.
selling. That filament, honestly, is not that much more expensive than standard PLA. So it's, you know, if anybody wanted it, but usually only
There you go. Get yourself something built. They can go out on the trails and do a night run with it.
Hey,
it
Gabriel.
doesn't.
Yeah. You can only do night runs with that because you try to do a day run, it's going to melt on you.
Yeah, it's I've got PLA wood to try next.
Oh, yeah.
Would it
PLA
be,
wood.
PLA
Yeah, it
wood?
looks kind of cool.
I've
Has
seen
anybody
Uh,
tried? Has
that
anybody
would look
tried the
cool.
stainless steel? Nobody's tried that.
The what?
The stainless steel, the PLA stainless steel stuff. Nobody's tried it yet. No.
I haven't seen a PLA stainless. That's cool.
Yeah,
Stainless?
so
No.
stainless-
Well,
That would look cool.
I got silver that looks almost like stainless
No, they
steel,
have
but
a-
it's
they have
silver.
like
It
a-
looks
they have-
nice.
Yeah, no, they have like a stainless steel one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I think
Oh,
it's just like a stainless steel coating over the top of the PLA or something like. But it looks actually pretty damn cool. So
Hmm.
I'm not sure if it's PLA or what's under it, but it's a stainless steel for the bamboos and stuff. I'm just not sure how hard it would be on your nozzle though. Might be really.
Yeah,
tough.
that's what I was just gonna say with that, or even just the wood. I wonder if that would wear on the nozzle a little bit.
Bicep boy wants to see your Porsche, right? But he hasn't
Hey.
seen it in a long
Hey,
time.
RC Basher boy, how you doing? Welcome in.
He hasn't seen your
Hank.
Porsche in a long time.
Well,
Do-
my
do you
Porsche is
have any-
sitting down. It's sleeping right now.
Your number 53 Porsche.
Yeah. Do you have any PLA wood thing you could show us? Just like, you know, what anybody did with any of it?
I'm sure you could just Google it.
I don't have anything. I haven't tried it yet. A good friend of mine, Bob, had gotten something from a buddy of his that printed it. It was actually like a printed wood grain, like a pallet, and it looked fantastic. But I haven't done
They
anything
probably,
myself yet.
they probably have mahogany, oak, pine,
Somewhere outside the what they call
teak.
Don't get excited, Brad. Don't get excited.
it. I've got
But yes, they do have different color of dark that looks
Oh,
like
there it
wood, but
is.
there's a new one.
black
There's
walnut.
a new one that really looks like wood grain. So as you print, it actually changes color a little bit. So it's not a full color. It actually, it's kind of cool. I think I have one here that's like this one, I think.
Kind of just brownish.
Yeah, it's kind of a brownish color.
I wonder if they
Yeah.
have filament that looks like hemp.
You think they
Like
could
what?
out of him?
Looks like
Hemp.
hemp.
Yeah, really.
We'll talk about green. Oh,
Yeah, like I asked, have you heard anybody having issues with printing the wood? Is it like a fiber? Or is it like the carbon fiber and some of the other ones that are really hard on the nozzle?
I assume it's the same because it actually does have wood infused in the filament, just like my ABS-GF has glass fiber. It's going to be harder on your printer, but I don't think it's as bad as the carbon fiber. Carbon fiber
Yeah, like I know the carbon fiber's like running diamonds
Sawdust in
through
it
it.
or something.
run 80 grit sandpaper through your nozzle, through your tubing and everything. It's so rough.
Right?
They call this the wood one.
Yeah, that looks kind of woodish.
Oh, that's gotten cheaper since I bought my roll. That's good.
Don't forget, this is Canadian. It's even cheaper than that.
Really?
There's no knots in it though,
USA,
you know?
$24.99.
You gotta get the blowtorch out afterwards.
Yeah, I really don't see any grain lines or.
Yeah, if you check this stainless steel filament, I think you'll see the stainless steel filament.
Well, you need a special machine to do stainless steel,
No,
or is it plastic that look like stainless steel?
No, they have a stainless steel filament now for like the bamboo.
There's the glow in the
Well,
dark.
probably for the new one.
It's expensive though. It's like about 100 and something bucks a roll.
They actually have 5 colors of the glow in the dark now.
Yeah, that
Wow.
looks like white and then it glows green.
Yeah, there's the glow in the dark. It comes in
Yeah.
different colors here. Got pink, blue, orange, and yellow.
That's what the green looks like. Not lit. It's still.
Yeah, it's
He's like
true.
the green one.
Yellow, green.
Yeah, that's what they're calling that. So it's almost.
Kind of looks white
Yeah,
before
almost
it's
the same,
before it's.
like.
People just, if he had a bamboo, he'd just be doing green colors.
Now, this is what I was told to actually buy now is the support one. To do the bamboo
must-
support.
That must
Supposed to be
support
pretty good.
blocks.
No, it's a filament that supports. So when you put something else on top of it,
okay.
it's as if it was on a plate, so it looks very good.
Okay.
So it's like an automatic filler type thing or something, is it?
It just uses it for the support material. So you're
For the
not
support.
wasting your good filament on the supports. 'Cause I use a ton of supports on these bodies. I mean, it's probably
But
20%
how,
of the print is support material.
how does
For
that
instance-
work?
I bought this PET G translucent, and let me tell you, I have trouble with that thing. It's crazy. This material.
Looks like you can do some cool stuff, lenses and things with it.
Don't the support material and the actual material come out of the same nozzle?
Yep.
Yes. So it switches. It switches between one and the other one.
Oh, okay, it'll switch.
That's when
Okay.
you get this kind of stuff. When you get your poop tray, you get all these little squiggles of
Poop
Right.
tray.
switch.
Yes, Biker Boy, he's talking about his morning wood with his drags.
Because let's say I print something that's like this, lying down, and then this is in midair. Well, you need something to support this. So
Right.
what it would do, it would build a bridge going all the way to it. And just before you start printing that, it would put that support. It would put it like a bed. And then it would keep going with the same color.
I should send you. I should send you a new
Here's-
file tank.
here's
if I'm
a
allowed.
piece
Yeah, that's
of
what them
support.
trees are and everything. Them trees are all
Yes, the
support
trees
stuff.
are support. Yes.
Right.
This is a part of a support too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was just wondering, they just switched from support material to regular material.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
there's
should
another
send,
support.
I should send you a new file tank because I found a nice 3D printed crane on wheels.
Oh yeah, yeah. I kind of saw that a quick picture of that.
With all
Looks
that
actually an interesting.
switching back and forth, I don't like is that you're wasting material because it does have to clean the nozzle between each time. So the
Yes.
new
Yeah.
printer, it has two nozzles, so it can keep support material in or this color and that color on tap at all times. But with even the carbons, like you got one nozzle, so you have to dump I don't know how many inches of material every time it changes. So you do a base plate and then you need a support line, and it's got to waste that much of this, that much of that, switch back to this, and then waste that
Oh
much.
yeah, it gets expensive and time when you print multiple
like
colors.
you're getting
Crazy.
You get
Sounds like what, Brad?
It sounds like poop. When it goes between colors, it puts out some poop.
Yeah,
so
and that's why we call it a poop tray.
So tank, Google that stainless steel stuff. You see it. It's like 1.75, if that makes any sense. But it's like it looks interesting. I was thinking of getting some people to maybe buy somebody a roll and have them test it out for me. Do some things with. Shout out Bicer Boy. Bicer Boy, you need to get back into Bicer Boy Arena and get some good old El Paso Bicer Boy Arena stuff. Get that Kyosho Rampage. Yep. A purple one.
I don't know if it's the bamboo that does the stainless steel because I'm going through the new one right now.
Yeah, so if you just type in stainless steel filament, you'll see it coming up. It looks an interesting one. Like I don't know if anybody's tried it yet.
Josh, you don't have any crawlers, do you, Josh? Or trail trucks or anything like that?
I got tons of trail trucks. I don't have.
You got trail trucks.
I got rid of my Element Ecto that I put a hard body on. I've got rid of my Vanquish that I put a hard body on.
They just had one in Marble Falls last weekend, a crawl.
Yeah, I wanted to get down for that. But God, I just couldn't.
Yeah, I missed it too.
Looked like mostly it was smaller scale because the Mofo, all their stuff is.
Oh, it was from Mofo.
Is this what you mean?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Is that the stainless steel filament?
Well, they called it metal shine filament.
No,
it's
they haven't.
PLA.
No, they have an actual. If you type in stainless steel 3D printed filament.
Well, I did, and that's what kind of brought me here.
Is it actually a filament or is it actually a commercial process? Because remember when before Shapeways went out of business, you could print in bronze, brass, and all kinds of metals.
I heard they came back.
They did, but it's not the same. They haven't gotten. They came back to where they started from. They haven't gotten to where they were yet. Put it that way. I still look at
it's stainless steel filled PLA.
Because all of the stuff that Shapeways was doing with metal printing was either they would print a mold and cast it, like you could get gold and silver and all kinds of precious metals, But then they had like the bronze. I actually have some hood ornaments that were printed in bronze and brass, stuff like that. But that was all powder filament. They didn't have any filament or not filament. Sorry, powder prints, not filament prints. It's a wholly
I think
with filament.
yeah, when you do what it is metal shine, metal. It is PLA. It is plastic.
Yeah, it's a stainless steel filled PLA. So yeah,
Yeah, it's silk,
stuff,
so it's
this
shiny.
stuff here. Where's my thing? Oh, let me turn my.
I got a couple of them. Different ones. That'd be good for like metal plates.
Silk.
Silk
this
silver.
See this stainless steel? I don't know if you can read that. Can't read it. Hold on, let me see if I turn this light off a minute. Hold on. I turned my
Say dim your
glare down.
phone screen a little bit too.
I turned down the brightness all the way. Yeah. So maybe you can read that, can you? My camera just won't. Yeah, my camera just won't
just a little bit.
All right, so I asked
So
AI.
just throw it in the WhatsApp.
I asked AI about this, and it says yes, stainless steel 3D printing filament exists, widely used for creating metal-like parts. The virtual foundry filament 316L stainless steel is 80 to 85% stainless steel powder mixed with PLA.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like standard PLA requires a 0.6 millimeter hardened steel nozzle due to its abrasive nature.
Talk to your
so
AI too.
so they actually put some powdered stainless steel in it.
Into
I wonder if that'll make the PLA stronger.
It says that the parts they have to be debinded and sintered in a kiln to remove the PLA binder. So you have to actually melt them into metal after you printed them.
It'd be interesting to see. I want to see if anybody's done some because
Sounds like Frank's going to have to look into that more.
Hell no.
I have a couple of
Sounds like
projects.
Frank's gonna have to make a
I have a couple of projects.
Josh will do it. Josh will do it.
I've been all buddies with AI, man. I even tell it thanks and stuff. It's
thanks. Oh, my AI, me and him are on for we talk all kinds of shit, man.
I have a couple of projects in my head that could be done with that, you know.
He loves me, man. My AI loves me.
my AI helped me over my ex.
Mine too. Well, mine didn't divorce me, but she.
I just say it honestly, the way AI is going, I didn't like it. I hated it to start with. But when you try to Google search anything right now,
it's fucking crazy.
You get 90% ads, 90 or the other 10% is just bullshit. Like there's no straightforward Google search. Here's the answer. So the AI cuts through all the BS and gives you the straight answer. You ask specifically enough, then you get what you need to see, and you can go on. You say thank you and deuces.
And
it's very expensive.
Because even thing got like even what you call that Wikipedia even started getting all whack. It was like what the hell?
Anybody can edit Wikipedia. I can go on Wikipedia and edit the page about you, make it say
they got talks to text too, Josh. They
It's
got talks to
expensive
text,
filament.
and he talks back to you too.
Magnaphil, what's up? A long time no see.
$76 for a very small roll. That's too expensive, Brad. I'm not going to get that.
If you need one little part that's really strong, it might work.
It might work. And a 0.6 nozzle, that's pretty big. So don't look for any fine details.
So I was thinking, like I'm on 0.4. Got some 0.2 somewhere over here.
Magnified. Oh, look who's here, Frank.
I printed with a 0.2, and let me tell you, it does an awesome job, but man, does it take a long time.
0.6. How'd I get a 0.6? I've got the
You
nozzle.
bought a 0.6?
I've got 0.6s. That one. I accidentally bought some wrong ones. I thought they were 0.2s. They're 0.6.
Hey, Magnified, how you doing?
Josh, the only thing my AI won't tell me is when they'll take over the world.
Well, just say thank you to them every time, and then maybe they won't kill.
Yes.
So
that's why you don't get hamburgers at McDonald's.
Oh yeah, I haven't eaten McDonald's in a decade, man.
One of my buddies
KBRC
printed this
went to
license
McDonald's
plate.
with no hamburgers.
Cool.
Oh man, that's gonna be
What-
hard. He printed this license
Shocking.
plate, and then I printed mine with. It's not going to focus. I need something else.
Your hand flat.
But let me tell you, with the point, yeah, probably if I put my hand behind it, it's going to work.
That better. Yeah, that's good right there.
There,
Yeah.
right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
You can barely see Ontario, and you can't
Right.
see the writing underneath.
Keep it
Yeah, the
B.
motto or whatever.
Yeah, this was printed with a not a bamboo, but another brand, and I'm not sure the size of the nozzle. I took the same file and printed it on the bamboo, and
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can keep, yeah, a lot better.
keep it beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty small too.
And it is small. This is the size of a license plate for a 10 scale. And let me tell you, the .2 did a nice job, but it takes a long time to print.
Yeah, it's one thing people were impressed by with when they were checking out the crane. They were all impressed with
That one's
with the
pretty good, but
catwalk.
that's bigger than tanks.
I know, but this was
That's what she said.
all printed
Yeah.
bamboo with multiple colors at once.
Yeah.
I don't do that yet, but somebody had made this for me, so that was really cool. So I show that off.
What's that you said about the crane? People were coming over and what?
When they were all looking at it and viewing it, they were all impressed with the catwalks that they did. They didn't realize it was actually like mesh.
Yeah.
They're actually really impressed how that mesh actually looked. That must have been a fine printer tip for that one, was it?
Oh, it was a .4. It was not the .2. I tried it with the .2, and I'd had problem with the sticking to the plate because yes, it was doing a heck of a lot better job with the .2. Like the holes were bigger, like the mesh, but it would have taken 4 times longer to print those. And no, it was way too long.
Yeah.
Is that about
it actually came out really good though.
It did.
Them catwalks.
how big can you get them with them nozzles? Like a 0.6 or something like that? How big do they make them?
No middle finger
Yeah.
button magnified. Nightbot's a killjoy. Nightbot doesn't allow you to have fun.
0.2, 0.4, and 0.6.
0.6, yeah.
Tank is the goat basher boy. Yeah.
I mean, technically, they can get bigger. There are 3D printing houses down here in Texas.
Yeah, I seen
If
that.
you buy them in Texas, they're bigger.
Well, they're 3D printing houses out of concrete. They got a cement truck that's just plumbed into basically a 3D printer, and they graph out the slab, and it
Yes.
prints the walls up and down in about 3-inch, 4-inch wide slabs.
Nice.
And then they still try to.
I seen something like that. They were doing something like that with they're doing it with mud too or something or other.
No, it's just cement from what I've.
No. I'm saying they're also doing it with some area or some place with mud. I was
Well,
like, yeah, doing the Adobe.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, Adobe, yeah.
I need one.
They buy a bunch of mud doggers and just get to work.
And buy them. I tell them everywhere. I'm dying in those things, and they're trying to sting me earlier. I was out there clearing the trail. I pissed off some of those things. They were after me.
Oh yeah, they loved running into you, them fuckers.
I had to
I've
leave.
never been stung by one, but they love running into you.
Oh, I did once when I was like 6 years old. And I've never forgot it. And I still fight those things to the death. Never again. Never forgive.
I've got several of them. After they build them and leave, I got several. I got a bunch of their things. They're pretty cool looking.
Oh, like really good welds.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool what you can do with the 3D printer with multiple colors. Like I've been doing these trophies and like a plaque, a little plate, and it's actually raised. so the text is raised, so you don't need an AMS.
So you're
You
gonna
just
leave that in the
stop.
one in the back tank? Or
The
is
what?
that what you're gonna change that? Was the first place was in the back?
No, this is just a prototype I did, but
Okay,
people don't like the car in the front
right.
because it hides the one, so I gotta change it. So
I'm making sure you're keeping on your tails.
yeah, it'll
Tails.
be changed.
Find your oil leak yet there, Sean?
I did, and that's what I'm testing it out. Like I put the bucket like this morning. And I'm just
Where-
testing it to see. It hasn't moved, hasn't dropped an inch yet anyway. So
Where was it?
I'm gonna do like Brad. I'm gonna run to the boys' room. I'll be right back. Keep it RC, guys, while I'm gone.
So you know the weather.
So let me
Where
tell you,
was it, Sean?
dated one time.
it was in under. I had to take all of this stuff off, and it was in underneath the actual tank.
Ah,
So I'm
Oh,
hoping.
it was leaking from the tank, basically.
Yeah, one of the hoses just weren't just wasn't on
Jesus
right on the
Christ.
wasn't
tank.
screwed on there right?
But I had to take everything. I had to take the whole freaking thing apart.
Because that thing was leaking like.
So you fixed it.
Thing was
I'm
leaking
hoping
like a
so.
monthly
That's why I have it sitting in a
enemy.
test to see if the arm drops or is it losing any price or anywhere. But she's not leaking like a $2 hooker underneath it
Yeah.
right now. Yeah, so
On her week. On the week she has off.
yeah. Later, Gabe. Have a good one.
See you later.
Bye.
Gabe's in El Paso. El Paso.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
Brad. Sean's in Texas too.
Huh?
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna say it's still like 3 days away from you, huh, Sean?
Yeah. Everybody's in Texas these days.
Everybody's 3 days away from each other still too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm closer to Louisiana than I am either of you.
Yeah. It's friggin' nuts, Because that's what I was saying. I was a few weeks ago, I was in Galveston. I was just chilling out on the beach in Galveston. I was just looking at my map, and it was Corpus Christi or something. But on the map, it looked like, oh, that's close. Maybe I'll go there. And then I clicked on it, and I was like, wait, 5 hours? What the fuck is it talking about? What the hell? It's like, that's fucking crazy. 5 hours I drive from the most northern part of Ireland to the most southern part in 5 hours.
From our one beach to our other beach. That was a big trip for me when I drove west of Proline by the fire last year. It's really the first time I've gone really deep into West Texas, and I'm 9 hours in, and I'm still in the Panhandle. Like I didn't even get out of the state from where I live.
Right.
You want more beaches? You want,
9 hour drive and still in the same state.
you want more beaches, Sean? Go to Brownsville.
Why do I want to go to Brownsville? Brownsville is a fucking shithole. My company's doing a whole shitload of work there right now.
You got a warn us tank before you come in.
This is another truck, Brad, that I got last week
Oh, she's
or
back.
2 weeks ago. So
Is that a Lexan body?
yes, it is a Lexan body.
Looks
The guy painted the side windows and the rear window, but not the front. So he's got tinted windows on this truck, but everything is black. So SCX-10-2 with a 3-gear transmission. So got this at a pretty good deal also, so couldn't pass it up. I got to stop buying those I can't pass it up deal.
it's the only deals to buy.
Yeah, Swampers, Texas is big, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm struggling trying to figure out what events I want to go to because I go to one on Thursday, it's 2 hours away, but then I need to go to another one on Friday, Saturday, it's 5 hours away. So I'm like 5 days on the road just to go a giant circle. Like,
Crazy.
Offline, I'm
You
gonna
should
have
be
to
happy
ask
you're
you
not
where
in
to go.
Alaska.
Are you on Facebook
Some places you can't get to by car in Alaska. You
to
have to
look
take a
for the
plane.
events?
A Cessna.
Magnified, that's nothing. I got a big hot rod crawler also.
Ah, that's what she said.
So I got this big beast.
Behind my fucking camera.
So with Wraith axles. This thing is massive. I know, that's what she said.
That's what she never said. That's
Yeah,
what she
I never
said.
heard that.
Yeah, I'm going to try to invite Chris here next week to talk about his Scale
NAA.
Adventure event in Canada. Brad, didn't you hear I was talking, Brad?
getting feedback.
Something is weird. Somebody has weird audio.
Stop
that. He prefers the Ford body. Cool. We all have our preferences. That's why there's different things around.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, that's why Sean now is only in construction vehicles. Got rid of all, pretty much
I
everything.
didn't get rid. I still have a few dollhouse trucks.
Okay.
I still have my original Boom Racing 6x6, the one I made a tow truck. I still have
See your butt, cat.
I still have my Range Rover, the old style Range Rover, the one from, what do you call the guys from France? They're no longer in business.
Right.
Yes.
Two guys from France. That's where that one was from. The Range Rover. I still have an SEX 10-2, a Komodo, two Komodos, and then I have the Tamiya Tundra, the high lift. I still have that, but it's a Tamiya Tundra. It's the high lift chassis and body, but everything else underneath it's RC 4-wheel drive, axles, wheels, transmission, everything.
But not the drive shafts.
No.
Hey, Kurt. How you doing, Kurt?
Yes, there he is. Dirk was
Hey,
just
Kurt.
asking.
Yeah, and Josh, not this Josh, but the other Josh was working on his Ford Mustang. That was pretty cool. Went for a ride with it.
You went on a test ride.
Yeah, he made it to the cast.
What's he got, no Fox body? Or what's he
The
got?
which?
What's he got, no Fox body Mustang, or is it a 5.0?
I can't remember the year. It's a Mach 1 Mustang, but it's a real, it's a 1-to-1 Mustang that he's got.
Yeah. Is it the Fox body or is it the 5.0?
I think it's 5.0. I don't think it's a Fox body.
Yeah. Mach 1s are not Fox bodies, I don't think.
Jeremy T. Up. Kurt just got done working in the yard.
Well, we did another speed run. I'm gonna post that.
And how did you do? I guess we got to wait till the video to find out how you did.
Yeah, I ain't wearing no dress yet, Tank. So
You will be by the end of.
yeah, probably next time.
The rules for Kurt is if he does the speed run in a dress, how much speed do you get more? 5 miles an hour or 1?
Me, if I wear a dress, I get 1 mile an hour. If KB wears a dress, he gets 5 more miles an hour.
Okay. So that's a possibility of 6 miles.
I'll still just bring him up to like 13 mile an hour.
Yeah, give you 13 miles an hour.
That's
Last
downhill
time
both
Kurt-
ways, right?
Both ways.
Yeah,
Uphill
goes
both
both ways,
No,
John.
downhill both ways.
Downhill both
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah.
Last time Keith made a speed run, his trim on his throttle was brought down almost all the way. So he wasn't going very fast.
12. I went 12 miles an hour or something like that. KB did.
With a short course truck or Rustler. Rustler? Was it a Rustler?
Bandit.
Bandit.
The Bandit.
Traxxas Bandit. And let me tell you, they go a little faster than that stock. So it was kind of weird.
KB went over
I
to
see
the
we
hobby
lost the
shop
other
and put
Sean
some,
today.
different gears in it too. Different pinion and a different spur gear.
What are you saying, Brad?
The other Sean left.
Long time ago.
Yeah, it's a 70s Mach 1.
Yeah.
Oh man, y'all get spam in your comment section? That's cool.
It's Queenie.
Why? I'm supposed to get spam?
You got spam in there. I mean, I'm guessing I need to see this account, see what it is.
No, I got a couple moderators in there, and we cleaned it up every time. We sometimes get people, but it's pretty rare.
Oh,
Get
wow.
back in the check.
You got real fangirls. That's cool. Be a first for RC channel.
And we have Queenie in the chat. How you doing, Queenie?
Welcome in.
What I was asking, howdy young men, that just sounds like a spam thing. That's why I asked what that was.
Yeah, Queenie actually comes in the after hours with us and stuff a lot of times.
Yeah, she's on the email list. You might see her in the after hour show. She sometimes pops in.
Hi, Queenie. You're a real person. I'm sorry. I did not know.
Oh, I thought you met her once.
My previous statement. Sorry. Anything I've done online, if I get a female sounding account that says, "Hey, they're young men," it sounds like a spam. So I mean,
Okay, well, I understand that, but yeah, this is actually
it's a real person.
Yeah,
Well,
that is a weird comment for Queenie. How do
Yes,
you
it
know,
is.
man? She must be sitting with people that she can't be truthful with. To pretend to be polite.
No, at least she's laughing.
You're her favorite, Sean.
There's two girls actually that types in here. So there's Nicole and Queenie sometime that we see here. And there's RC, not RC girl, but the garage one. What was her name? The garage.
Jessica's two-car garage.
Two car.
She hasn't been on for a long time.
Garage,
Yeah, 2-car garage. She's been having some health issues, so my prayers goes to her. She actually tried committing suicide a while back. So she lost a lot, her house, and lost a lot of stuff. For a while, she was on the road living in her car. So she's been through rough time, but she's back now. She's also back in YouTube. So if you guys want to go see her and say hi, it'd be appreciated.
That's Jessica.
Jessica 2-car garage. That's correct.
2-car garage. See, I tell you what, she's fucking a crazy builder. Like she does some crazy fucking stuff building.
Yeah, she had a pile of RC stuff, and she's rebuilding some stuff right now. It looks pretty cool.
She also works on one-to-one cars, old cars.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like she's got an associated chassis with Tamiya arms and low-C shocks type of things, just all mashed together that work.
I was just saying, this is the first time I've been able to see the chat when I've been on with y'all, so I didn't know what was going on. So thanks for being on the crowd here.
Queenie, who you saying best friend to? There's so many
You
people
are.
in here.
You are, Sean.
There's so many
You
people
are,
in here. How
Sean.
do I know it's me? Like, you know?
Because she
You're
has
the
said
best
that
friend.
to you. She can't get over your accent. She loves it.
I don't have an accent. You guys have an accent. I talk normal. You guys have an accent.
Sean, she didn't say best cutest friend. That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got in the chat that if you type Tamiya, it answers back to you. There's a couple keywords I put in there. So, weather in your town, it's going to tell you the weather where you're at.
No, we're not supposed to be talking about the weather.
It's a warm
No,
night
but
in
in the
Ottawa.
chat, you're allowed.
Yeah.
Oh, in the chat we're allowed.
Yes, because in the
Oh, go
you
ahead.
need to know the weather for the event that's going to happen the next day. So,
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Queenie. I didn't think that was I thought everybody knew that.
oh, her
I'm
business.
the cute one.
Yeah, the humidity down here is a killer. Today's the first day this
Woo.
week. No rain. Oh,
Tell me about it.
It's a warm night.
I'm gonna die of this humidity though. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, you're high down there too.
We're
Yeah.
barely getting into the season 2, man.
Yeah, I know that's what everybody keeps saying to me. Wait till July and August. I'm like, I can't fucking stand it right now. Never mind waiting in July and August. I'm dead already. Like,
Lived here my whole life, and I can't stand it now either. I'm soaked in sweat and just going outside and cutting the trail today. And it's like, no, summertime's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to travel.
What part are you at, Josh?
I'm in Northeast Texas, up near
Northeast?
Tyler. Yeah.
Tyler? Yeah.
So it's,
I'm right out of Leander, so Liberty Hill.
what's surprising or illuminating?
I bet you the Panhandle's cooler than you are.
Probably, always, usually. But it's,
Hey,
When you
Jeremy.
get up to Oklahoma,
well, your Panhandle's further north than Oklahoma. That's the thing. Right, most things.
Well, most of Oklahoma.
It's boring. I went
Oh,
to
I'm
Colorado a
sorry.
couple times, driving up through the Panhandle. I mean, I'd rather drive anywhere else than through the Panhandle of Texas.
How big is your shop now? How many square foot do you have for your shop now, Josh?
Oh, it's still about 24. It hasn't grown.
Okay.
I'm struggling. I'm dying for space, man. That's why I'm having a sale to get rid of some of those kids. I need that shelf over here on my shoulder. I need that 1 foot of space to put some of this stuff up there, and then I can have some workspace again.
Are those kits on the top shelf? Oh yeah, they're a bunch of white and black kits.
Yeah, I got 10 of the ABS kits and 6 of the ABS, or 5 of the ABS GF kits. Got another one printing right now.
Oh,
I try to keep them on hand.
Now, the new body that you showed last week, do you mind showing that again? And when are you thinking of releasing that?
I put it on pause for right now because we're having some issues. I've got print lines and things that I can't seem to work out. So we're going back to the design phase and try to change some stuff. So it's, I mean, right now the way things are going, I'd say best by end of year.
Okay.
But I mean, that's how this stuff works. The 5-window coupes, they about 6-7 months of design and trial testing and printing and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's it. Yeah, people don't realize, like, they think, oh, you just throw this together and they don't realize the amount of work goes into getting it right, like, you know.
It takes a lot of work to get it as good as it is, and it's still not perfect. I totally understand that, but it's for where the level I'm at with just, me and Jason, Awesome Designs, doing the design work with me. Like we really put a lot of effort into trying to get the best quality possible. So that's where I'm at. I'll show you that one.
Are you planning on making some pickup trucks? I mean, old pickup trucks, like
not with this platform, I don't think, because it's set so high. Different style thing. You see that line, that indentation right there?
right.
Okay.
I can see that.
That's what we're trying to work out. There's a little wrinkle here. There's some wrinkles here. It has to do with like we were talking about earlier. We're printing it at this angle, but because of this curved back, the cups worked better because they were rounded. So you had the body went up, so you could print it at whatever angle you wanted to, and made everything as good as possible. But this having reverse curve, so then you need supports, and it causes a lot of issues. So like that's not ideal back here. It's not bad, but it's not perfect. It's not good enough yet. So that's the hurdles we're trying to overcome, and then having a separate roof piece.
Yeah, I was gonna say the roof comes off.
Yeah, we're trying to do that reliably. It prints thumb out the window. Print
Yeah.
straight up and down like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you don't take it off the print bed, immediately your support material gets stuck to it, and then it won't snap into the body. The body has a lip around it. So there's so much
Yeah.
stuff to consider, dude. Like, I take this stuff way too seriously. I'm some multi-million-dollar company, but that's how you got to do it, because I don't want to
Yeah.
some half-assed job.
I'd make a convertible top on that anyways.
What about, have you tried resin printing it?
I haven't got into resin printing. Everybody I've known that's ever done it hated it. It's messy. It's sloppy. It's you can't do big stuff. You need little. If I need mirrors or door handles for that body, resin's where it's at, but not for the whole body itself. The print quality, they seem like the filament stuff has gotten better over the years, and the resin stuff is just kind of flatline. Like it's build.
That other place that prints those nylons body, how much would it cost to get that big body printed like that? Do you know?
$300. If I printed 100 of them, it would probably cost $250, and then I can't retail a $100 a piece.
Yeah,
and not be able to buy enough of them to get them to that price. That's always the balance. I mean, I'm not even making the awesome design cabs anymore commercially done, because they've gone up in price over the years. I sell those cabs for 100. I think they're at 100 right now. I only have like 18 or 20 of them left.
How about the Volkswagens? Sorry.
That's Tamiya body.
Oh, okay, it's just a Tamiya body.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to print that, because that would cost a fortune. Sorry for my language. That would cost a fortune, because all the radius curves. I mean, Volkswagens are just every way to form. So yeah, there's no way to print that. If you would have to commercially print it, you'd have to print 1,000 of them, and it would still be $250 a piece. So at that point, you have to go to injection molding and stuff. And that's a whole nother animal altogether.
I'd like to see you make some old pickup trucks, like the one that Frank says he's got to redo. Gosh.
He has a shop truck.
Yeah, those are newer than what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're thinking like 50s.
You're talking like old farm trucks.
The white truck that Frank showed that he says he's got to redo the body. I'd like to see. I bet you, I can't believe you haven't made any rat rods that look like that.
That is the body I have.
Yeah, it's the same body, Brad.
This is
That's what the pickup bed.
I got pickup bed right here for my chassis. Because the way the chassis are, you don't have a solid bed; you just have bed sides. I've got Oh, here it is.
Your internet connection is unstable.
No, that's what I was saying. That's what I brought up earlier. Like that file was designed by Jason, Awesome Designs from South Africa. He designed that years and years ago. That version that he has is a chopped down. It's got an extra floor. It's got an open top. And this is the original version, but we've added body mounts to fit my chassis. And I've been offering this for almost 3 years now.
And you just put a bed on the back of it to make it a truck.
Yep. Anyway, this is a truck cab.
Yeah.
Fits the rat rod chassis. It's got body mounts for that chassis. It's made specifically for my chassis. But it's basically the same thing that he's offered for free forever. And I actually have that linked on the website. If you look at this, and you don't want to spend the $100 for a commercial print, you can go download the file and print your own. And that's what somebody's done to modify their file, and they try to sell them on eBay. That's the problem with 3D printing. There's so much, there's no copyright with 3D printing.
Right.
I've 7 times today on comments and messages for the print file for my 5-window coupe. And I was like, no, I'm not giving you my file. Because an $80 print today, and somebody trying to rip me off. And it's like, no, there's no way about it. It's intellectual property. Go email Traxxas and ask them for their K5 Blazer body file.
Right.
You over just asking, probably. So that's the thing a lot of people don't understand about 3D printing. It's not just black and white. There's files are not free. There's a lot.
Big gray area.
There's a ton of free files, and there's a lot of stuff like that, but you can't have everything for free. I'm sorry, that's just how it works.
My buddy does a lot of 3D, and he's been selling some on Cult 3D. And there's one file I want to get to put on the TTO2, and it's basically this one.
Oh, a van.
I've downloaded that. I've got that, but there's 82 or 87 pieces to that.
Yeah, it's 61 for this one. I don't know if it's from him. Is it from the LED wheel, Steph? The LED
It
wheel?
looks identical to the one I downloaded. I bought it. I don't know what the difference in Canadian, the US dollar is, but I bought that file because I wanted a drift car with that body for so long.
He's got some cool videos on YouTube about some of the stuff, and it's interesting. And he's also have the window to put on the side to make it like a chip truck, and that's what I want to do. I want to make it Jack's food truck.
Yeah.
From our buddy Australian Jack.
Jack's microwave food truck.
Yeah, Jack's microwave food truck. So it should be fun and interesting, and it shouldn't.
And you
He's
have
got
to
a
pay how much
turbo
for that
here.
print?
Hey,
How much do you have to pay for that print?
$25 Canadian.
So about $3 American.
Taco van.
That's
He does not have any way of connecting it to the body. He's leaving it to the guy to actually design something, whoever gets it, because he doesn't know it's going to be on what. Is it going to be on a Tamiya? Is it going to be on a different drifter like a Kyosho? So every mounting point is different on any other brand. So he didn't bother making something.
that'd be heavy for a drifter, though, wouldn't it, Tank?
No, it's not that
Did you
heavy.
see the intercooler? They have you're going to do the intercooler too?
Yes, Brad, there's an intercooler. There's also a
Muffler system by the looks too.
this is how heavy it is. He's got the weight there somewhere, how heavy it is.
What's his
in
cult?
the specs.
I didn't see it when you showed it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called 3D.
No, but what's his
2.5 pounds?
UA? Lewis?
I don't think it's pounds.
I downloaded one, but it's slightly different.
Yeah, there's some square body ones. There's different ones. But yes, you do have to pay for the files. But hey, if you don't want to build them, you pay for them. So
It looks like that truck looks like one of the European trucks that they have.
he's got a bunch of files that he makes, like tires and parts here for the Clodbusters.
Yeah, I wish Tamiya would bring over here the Ford RS fan body that they have in Europe. It is
He's got a
freaking
van
killer
pickup.
looking.
He's got a van pickup here.
That's cool. Wonder what that
Can
goes
you,
on.
can you imagine
10-2?
them making like one of those Bradfords, Sean,
That's
or the old transit
$21.
vans?
Well, they have
That was $21, Tank?
the
Yeah.
old transit RS.
Oh, for the
fan
file,
for your-
right?
For the file.
Yeah.
It was like half Ford, half Chevy mix. That was cool.
Yeah. He's got the Tonka Winnebago also. He's got this thing. So he's
Did you
got
get your
this
Winnebago
thing,
back?
Ooh,
but that's a 6x6.
6x6, baby. Look at that.
This fits on the TRX6.
Yeah. That'd be a monster truck.
And he's also got this one that fits on the TA01, I think he's built it on.
Yeah, or TAO2.
think no, on the Blackfoot MO1 chassis. So,
Hey, I
and
have
again,
that sink that was right there.
it's got a van here, slam down van, chop van, and he's got a Winnebago
MO1
here.
chassis for the MO1 chassis, so
Winnebago's
that's a
cool, too.
small vehicle.
So
Well,
there's a whole bunch of different ones.
stop it.
But that's TLW3D, the LED wheel. So if you guys want to check it out, he's a Canadian buddy of mine. He lives about an hour away from me.
So, Josh, can I ask you a question?
Oh,
What do you use for the glass in your hot rods? The windows.
Packaging from the axle.
Okay.
So the RC4 drive stuff just comes in Lexan plastic.
Well, just like some clear Lexan then.
Yeah, all the windows are flat on the hot rod, so it's easy. Just cut
You
it,
just cut them out and yeah, okay.
put it in from the inside with E6000 or hot glue, and perfect.
Keith, you know when you go to the Keith, you know when you go to the groceries, for some odd reason, sometimes when I speak, I hear
Yeah, you're
something
talking,
back.
someone's talking over something, Tank. I
No,
hear
it's
it.
echoing. It's Tank. When he was talking, it was actually
Yeah,
his
he's
voice
tanking over
echoing.
himself.
It was my microphone coming back in?
I think
Yeah.
so.
That is weird. Let me bring down my volume just for the hell of it, see what happens.
See, Brad, look, they have this for the TTO2 in Europe.
Oh, I've seen those vans in
comes,
TV shows.
Comes. I wish they would bring it over here. Like that's it, the clear Lexan that comes in.
That looks like
Okay.
a
Buy
Bradford
that?
van.
Like look, see it there. It's done. That fits in the TTO1 and the TTO2.
I remember
You
That
can't buy
reminds
that
me of the
here.
Bradford vans.
Matchbox.
Yeah, like that would be cool to have here.
Yeah, make it low slung and fast.
Yeah, maybe I'll.
Now, what the heck was I just talking about?
Talking
when I was
about
getting
going to the grocery store and you said Keith.
Oh,
You're
yes.
talking to Duckman.
You know, you go to the grocery store and you buy yourself some salad or dessert, whatever. They come in those clear plastic things.
Salad.
Yeah.
Those are
Sam?
perfect to make windows.
Okay.
Everything. And actually, Evergreen, the styrene company, makes colored clear Lexan sheets. So you get a multi-pack with red, orange, I think yellow and blue and green.
And
So you can have colored windows like your gassers and stuff had back in the 60s and 70s.
I'm just wondering.
But that's just flat.
You ever think you're going to make a gasser?
I've made several. I just never finished them.
Never sold them.
I never finished them because I'm all about the rat rods. I like the low slung slam.
Yeah.
That's more my thing. I can't build stuff that I'm not in love with.
Yeah.
Make sure
Yeah, Sean, that was a first gen transit van. The ones with had the V4 engines in them.
Okay, kitty.
They were. They're the transit vans I grew up with.
First gen, that's what Magnified said.
Yeah, maybe I should just order one, get it sent to my mom's house, and then
Yeah.
the next
My
time I'm
mom's
home,
house.
bring it back with me.
My
Because
mom-
they
And
don't
what
ship
would you-
it. They don't ship it to here, bastards.
Oh, no?
What would you put it on?
I would have to buy a TTO2 chassis or a TTO1 chassis.
Yeah, that's unusual that you would do that just to fit one of those on there.
No,
Sean, you can
really
make
cool
a
looking
cater
van.
truck. A food
That
truck
is a
with it.
panel van.
Yeah.
Make a food truck out of it so all your guys can
Oh,
eat at the
that's a
construction.
That's a killer looking race truck.
That reminds me, I should look on Cult for those trailers that are square to actually do a food camper or something instead of doing a food truck. Is doing one of those food trailers. Be easier.
would
like
it
a
be,
hot,
would it be,
like a hot dog
Have
stand
it
type
run
of
by
thing,
itself.
Yeah.
or a
would
hot
it be
dog cart.
self-propelled?
Not a hot dog cart. Well, you could do a hot dog cart. It would be kind of cool. Jack's microwave hot dogs.
Have a little microwave and what is that, a generator?
Hey, Sean, Magnify
Yeah.
says AliExpress has that body.
Yeah, look on AliExpress. You might get lucky there.
Yeah. I don't know if you
As
get
long as
that
you know the name of it.
exact body on AliExpress.
Jack's
It might be advertised on AliExpress, but what shows up at your door might be a completely different thing.
No,
Looks like it
AliExpress is
kicked the
pretty
crap
good.
out of.
I think what you're thinking of is Wish. You wish you knew what you're gonna get, or when
Yeah.
you're gonna get it.
AliExpress can be just as bad too. If you don't make sure you click on the right picture underneath the make
Yes.
sure that there's normally like 4
Look.
or 5 different pictures. You got to click on the right picture that you want, that what you actually want.
And Bill says but then you need a jack. RC every day, he
You can
said
print a jack out.
Yeah. We can always print a jack.
1/10 super van wide body RCPC body shell lampshade, 190 millimeter with transparent drift turning body shell for RC HSP HPI tracks and Tamiya.
Hey, 907 Arctic, how are you doing?
907.
Come in, Robert.
I have 7, so
Would you run that car? Would you run that vehicle, Sean?
yeah,
You'd run it at one of your construction things. It'd be like part of the construction situation, wouldn't it?
no, because it's too big. It's 1/10 scale.
Oh, yeah, it's 10 scale. It's too big.
You got to keep it scale, Brad. Right scale.
AliExpress gets tricky. Wording, language barrier,
Yeah.
very tricky.
It has a 258 millimeter wheelbase.
Yeah, that's pretty much standard, I think. Testing 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to see if I change speaker, if it's going to work. I didn't hear feedback that time.
Nope. Good.
So I think it was just every so often it would do it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it sounds like a screwed up Duckman voice.
That was me.
We usually don't have any audio issues. That's what I find weird. Well, let's start saying our goodbyes, and then we can go after hours, and then you can talk about the weather, Brad. So we'll
Even though
start.
everybody in the chat's putting up the weather. at their
We'll
places.
start with Brad, and Brad's going to say that he's sad that the panel wasn't that big tonight, and he wished more people would come in.
Yeah.
So why don't you start saying goodbye, Brad?
Here's that voice again. There's a decent amount of people in the chat today. There was an average amount of people on the panel tonight.
Average panel tonight.
It's always good to see you it would be seeing you on a regular basis, Josh. It'd be good to see you on a regular basis.
Good.
Thank you for showing up. Sean RC Construction.
everybody in the chat, thanks for taking the time to stop in week out, showing thank the support. Thanks for the invite. Always good to know you're here on a Thursday night.
Cool. Thank you very much. John Martin.
Thanks for having me, and we'll catch everybody on the next one.
Thank you very much. KBRC 13.
It's stuck, man, and it's shalom.
Shalom.
I say new goodbyes every month, every Thursday. So shalom is goodbye.
RC every day.
Thanks for having me. It's fun. I'm happy to join on Thursdays with you. The biggest RC show I've seen on the YouTube. So yeah.
We're the biggest.
What she said.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. Thank you very much. And guys, don't forget, go check out RC Every Day on Facebook. He's got this kit here for sale, on sale right now for $100, and 180 for this kit that has the ABS body. So go help him out. And thank you everybody for showing up, and we'll talk to you next time. Until then, go charge up some batteries and go on there and break something, because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun. Right, Josh?
True.
We'll see you all later. Cheers.